When we talk about multiplication of integers, there are various possibilities of pair of integers that can be multiplied. For example, multiplying two positive integers, or a pair of two negative integers, or maybe a pair of integers with different signs. Let us explore them one by one. We know how whole numbers are multiplied. For instance, the product of 2 and 3 is 6. The result is always positive. And whole numbers are nothing but positive integers. Therefore, the product of two positive integers will always be positive. But what if we have to find the product of integers with different signs? That is, one positive and one negative integer. Here's an example for you. In the above example, we have to find the product of 3 and negative 5. How can we get the answer? It's very simple. To find the product of two integers with different signs, we first multiply their absolute values and we keep the negative sign for the product. Can you write the absolute values of these two numbers? These are the absolute values of 3 and negative 5. The product of 3 and 5 is 15, and we give the negative sign to their product. Understand this well. We multiplied the absolute values of both the integers and kept the minus sign for their product. Therefore, the product of 3 and negative 5 is negative 15. What do we understand from this? If the sign of the two integers are not the same, then their product is negative. Another good way to understand this is by solving it with the help of a number line. We know that 3 times negative 5 also means we need to add negative 5 3 times. Yes, multiplication is nothing but repeated addition. Here we want to multiply negative 5 with 3, therefore we will add negative 5 3 times. Now the problem can be solved using a number line as follows. Observe the number line carefully. For multiplication, we always start from 0. And to add negative 5, we have to move towards the left of 0. As we have to add it 3 times, we will repeat the movements of 5 steps towards the left 3 times. We land up here at negative 15. That's how we get the product of 3 and negative 5 as negative 15. Therefore, to find the product of integers using the number line, we do repeated addition on the number line. Now we know that multiplication of two integers with different signs gives us a negative product. Let me give you another question to try. Here, we have to multiply a negative integer with a positive integer. We know that the signs of the two integers are different. So first, we will find the product of their absolute values. The product of their absolute values gives us 21. As the integers have different signs, we will give the negative sign to their product. Yes, the final answer is negative 21. Now let me ask you something. What would be the product of 7 and negative 3? Will it be the same as the product of negative 3 and 7? Why don't you find it out? First, we find the product of the absolute values. Since the sign of the two integers is not the same, we give a minus sign to their product. Therefore, the product of 7 and negative 3 is negative 21. Hence, we can say that the product of negative 3 and 7 is equal to the product of 7 and negative 3. They're both equal to negative 21. It means we can multiply any two integers with different signs in any order. And their product is always negative.